I create videos with Movie Maker as a series of images linked by narrations. My struggle had been preparing the narrations. Movie Maker does not provide the necessary tools. Fortunately, Audacity does. Unfortunately, Audacity is not intuitive. This short video might help you climb up the learning curve faster. I start by writing my script and then begin by creating an Audacity narration project with File New. I read it phrase by phrase into my webcam microphone. Often, I need to reread a phrase. Generally, this is due to unexpected background noise. At least 2 seconds of silence should be included before the narration and 4 after. Next, the project is amplified and saved as a new project. This completes step 1 with what is probably an ugly narration. Note, I accept the default parameters in Amplify and all the subsequent applications except as noted. If Truncate Silence is not installed, download and install it in Audacity plugins. In step 2, narration is edited to eliminate unwanted phrases, and timing is corrected. This is done by moving the cursor to one end of each unwanted phrase and selecting the other end. It is then cut. At this point, we can adjust the timing. The cursor is placed near the end of the initial silence, about a half second before speaking begins. The selection is then extended to a half second after speaking ends. Now Truncate Silence is applied with a max silence duration set to 250. You may prefer different values. Click removal may not be necessary, but it won't hurt. The project should be saved under a new name. You can see the duration has been reduced from 55 seconds to 33 and a half. Background noise is removed in the last Audacity step. Again, if you haven't done it, install Nyquist Noise Gate in Plugins. I plan to remove noise with a big club. You may not need all of these actions. It's okay if you're satisfied with the result. Initially, Noise Gate is applied after a Select All. Next, Noise Removal. This application is a 2-part process. In the first part, labeled Step 1 in the application, a sample is created from a small selection either before or after the narration. My selection is shown in the clip on the right side of this slide. Then Select All and Noise Removal, labeled Step 2, is rerun. Apply the high-pass filter and reapply Amplify. The latter application may be unnecessary. At this point, Step 3 in the narration editing process may be complete. You may want to apply silence audio to clean up some selected areas. Finally, save the project under a new name. Let's listen to the before and after the narrations. This is how the narration sounded after Step 1. My problem is twofold. 1, I don't have a quiet area. And 2, I'm a terrible reader. I slur and mispronounce words. Sometimes I skip them. My timing leaves much to be desired. I once had an advanced math teacher who said, "It doesn't matter how ugly the process is, so long as the final result is beautiful." I use Audacity to achieve that objective. In contrast, this is how it sounds after Step 3. My problem is twofold. One, I don't have a quiet area. And two, I'm a terrible reader. I slur and mispronounce words. Sometimes I skip them. My timing leaves much to be desired. I once had an advanced math teacher who said, "It doesn't matter how ugly the process is, so long as the final result is beautiful." I use Audacity to achieve that objective. Clearly, there is a great improvement, and the track is ready for Movie Maker. You will need to know its narration duration. This can be found by moving to the end of the audio track. Export the project in MP3 format so it can be incorporated into Movie Maker. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate your watching.